Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkiting here, and welcome to a video all about tier list, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm going to make one today, so I'm going to go through and pick all the characters and put them in the spots that I think they should be. There are no right or wrong answers here, although a lot of people will say there are. The game has only just been out. There is a kind of a clearly established top tier, and a somewhat established bottom tier, and then there's kind of things in the middle. So I have 4 tiers here. I have S tier, which is going to be the top tier. Then A, which is going to be like an upper mid tier, B, which is a lower mid tier, and then C is like one of the worst in the game. So I'm going to take my big face off of this video now. Just wanted to introduce you. And I'll go from left to right. So Kitana. Kitana, I feel like she has some tools. Like she does okay. She can hold her own. I don't think she does really anything too crazy. So I'm going to put her in the lower mid tier. Sub-Zero is one that I am pretty strong. He kind of just does whatever he wants, and you're forced to play his game, and he's very rarely unsafe. His overhead, unsafe. Most of the time I'm going off the better variation here, just FYI, so yeah, Sub-Zero in the S tier. Cabal I really haven't seen a whole lot of, honestly. He was very strong in the beta, but I'm told that he's been kind of toned down. I've seen that he can do some decent damage, so for now I'm going to put him in the B tier. My mind could be changed on that. Noob Saibot, I think any character with mobility is not a bad choice at all. He has some zoning in his other variation, and yeah, I think he does lack some mids, but that is a common thing in this game. A lot of characters lack mids, so I think I could put him in the upper mid tier. I think that's kind of justified. Cassie, I've played actually quite a few Cassies, and although she's good, her crushing blow requirements are weird. A lot of people are saying that they can't get them. But I mean, she kind of does have control over most of the screen. Her optimal combos are a 1-frame link, so that kind of sucks. But I'll put her in the B tier for now. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, because we make videos like this all the time, and if you disagree with my placements at all, or you think that I should place a character higher or lower, just let me know. Just post in the comments below so we can all kind of discuss it together. So, Johnny Cage, I think could probably be in the B tier. Again, he's pretty good. Mediocre, doesn't really excel at anything, but can still play the game. I don't think really any characters are totally unviable. Maybe in the C tier, perhaps. But, yeah, I think that every character can compete on some level. Aaron Black, right up to S tier. I don't even have to think about that twice. He kind of just does everything, and he's crazy. He got good setups, that kind of thing. Yeah, Kano. I haven't really seen too much of Kano. Just kind of what I've heard here and there. I think he's probably in the lower mid tier. I played a couple, I think, and his Kano ball is kind of annoying, but he seemed really punishable on most stuff that he could do, and didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. But again, characters like this I don't have a whole lot of experience with, so feel free to correct me on where you think they should be put. Kotal Khan is another character that not really sure what he does, what like his game plan is. The Kotal Khans I've played, I haven't really had too much trouble zoning out with a Cetrion. So I think with him, I would put him. All I've heard is that he's not very good in this game, so I just have to go off that. So I'll just put him down in the C tier, I guess. Shao Kahn, same thing. I played a Shao Kahn, was super impressed, but apparently he's just not very good, which is interesting because he was DLC, right? So most of the time the DLC are a little bit better, but I guess Goro being like the pre-order DLC in MKX ended up not being that great right off the bat, but I think they buffed him to be pretty good eventually. Garrus, I think a lot of people are kind of agreeing he is the best character in the game. If not, he's definitely up there. His command grabs are ridiculous. His zoning, tracking, anti-zoning is really annoying. Yeah, so there's that. The Collector. Collector, again, I haven't really been too impressed by the Collector. I haven't played too many of them. I feel like if he was better, I would be seeing a lot more of them. But he doesn't seem like he has like no options. He seems like he has some cool stuff. So I'll put him in the lower mid tier for now, and we'll see from there. Scarlet, solid zoner, has good options. A little bit slow up close, but I think that he could be in the upper mid tier for sure. I don't think that's getting a little bit too overzealous, you know. Devora, man, I don't know what to do with Devora. Everyone's just saying she's absolute garbage, but I've played some Devoras and they weren't bad. So I guess I'll just go with the general consensus here because I just don't know enough about Devora yet to put her anywhere. Jackie, I think she's pretty good. I'd put her in the upper mid. I think I can zone her out pretty well with Cetrion, so I'm not too concerned about that. But that's like one matchup. There's not too many like true zoners in this game. So I think Jackie being up close, you know, she's got a lot of like screw your neutral type moves too, so I think that makes her pretty strong. Baraka, same thing. He's got a lot of damage, can be zoned out a little bit, but his projectile actually isn't too bad at all. But his combat factor is crazy, and he's super fun, so I'll definitely put him in the upper mid tier. Raiden's an interesting one. A lot of people are saying that he's not that great, but Patient Impulse is standing by his Raiden being a solid character. He does have a fun mix-up of his back two, getting that crushing blow and scaring people that you're going to do back two, and it's back two, back three. So I think I'm going to put him in the A tier for now. He may or may not disagree, like, oh, he's just posting in the comments. Let's talk about it. Liu Kang, definitely going to put him in the A tier. He is a master of doing everything. I think Ed Boon famously said once that he's a character that your grandma could pick up and play and be good at. So, yeah, all you Liu Kang players feel pretty great out there. Jax is pretty good. His sorry, I have some sort of a sickness going on. My throat is killing me today. My apologies. Jax is pretty good. He's got his Thumper projectile, which is really annoying. It has some weird arcs that can kind of counter zoning quite good. So I think he's, and then of course his Rushdown. He just does a lot of damage for small hits, so you don't have to worry about breakaways as much with Jax. So I definitely put him in A tier. Kung Lao seems to have some problems. Like, he has so much to work with, but it's kind of hard to seem to put it all together. It's kind of how I'm kind of seeing it. The Zed hat is kind of a cool thing, but it just seemed kind of gimmicky, and there's gaps and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think he's terrible. I'm gonna put him in the B tier for now. Frost, probably also in the B tier. She has some issues. You know, decent range though. She's really good in the range, and she actually can do decent in the zoning wars. But you know, up close there are some things where she struggles. Doesn't really have a mix much. So yeah, Sonya, solid character, definitely A tier. She's got some good mix-ups, 50-50s. Her low doesn't really combo. She did seem to have some issues with zoning, but her projectile does have that crushing blow, which does a lot of damage if you get hit by it. So she does have options there. She's not completely out to lunch, but I would be out to lunch if I put her any lower than the A tier. A lot of people have her in the S tier, but I don't really think she's as good as these characters up here. But we'll see. Scorpion, I'm putting in the S tier because he just does whatever he wants. He ignores every sort of zoning. His teleport is so fast it can react against any sort of whiff. So, like, you have to play Scorpion's game. That's just how it goes when you play against Scorpion. There's a picture of Kronika here, but there's no picture of Cetrion, so I'm assuming that it's a Cetrion. Maybe when they made this, they just didn't have a picture of her, but I'm going to put her in the A tier. You know, she's not super overpowered, but has a lot of good options for stuff. And Jade, again, I'll put in A tier. I think she's a solid character, kind of all around. So that's my tier list, guys. We got S tier, Sub-Zero, Aaron Black, Garrus the Scorpion. A tier, Noob Saibot, Scarlet, Jackie, Baraka, Raiden, Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya, Cetrion, and Jade. B tier, Kitana, Cabal, Cassie, Johnny, Kano, Collector, Kung Lao, Frost. And the booty tier, Kotal Kahn, Shao Kahn, and Devora. So, that's it, guys. That's my tier list. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? Leave your comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe because we make new videos every single day. # Big Dink Energy, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.